Have you found yourself in a situation whereby you're really struggling when it comes to month living? You really feel like your salary maybe is low, and it is very hard for you to meet your monthly obligations. And so you find yourself thinking about getting a credit card. Maybe if I can get a 5,000 credit card, it will help me to just kind of meet some of these obligations. Or maybe you start approaching Oba Mashonisa to help you to meet some of these monthly obligations. So on today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you why debt cannot be a solution to your money problems. Why doing this is dangerous for your finances. So let us get into it. First things and foremost, let me introduce myself. My name is Jen on the YouTube streets as well as all my social media platforms. If you are new here, I would like for you to join our family by clicking that red subscribe button on the bottom and also smash that like button because it does help with the YouTube algorithm. Let's get to the point of this video. So, as I said, you may find yourself on a month-to-month, you are really struggling. You are struggling to meet your monthly obligations. When you get paid, there's less money and more days in a month, and you really feel like you need some sort of relief. And so you start thinking of debt. You start thinking, I should get a credit card, or maybe I should get a personal loan. If I were to get a credit card here, it will help to cover this. If I were to get a personal loan, it will help to cover this. Or maybe you start approaching Omashonisa to borrow pieces of money so that you can be able to patch your finances or to help relieve some pressure in your finances. Now, I'm going to share with you why this is not wise to do. It is not something that I would advise. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, child. However, it's not something that I recommend. Leah, recommend is the right word. It's not something that I recommend because when you do this, you're going to dig yourself deeper in a hole that will be very hard to get out of. You cannot use debt to solve your money problems. First reason why. Your money problems right now, the things that you're struggling with when it comes to your finances, that is a symptom. If right now you are struggling to meet your monthly obligations, that is a symptom. You struggling to meet your monthly obligations is not the problem. It's a symptom. And so when you then go into debt, or when then take debt to fix a symptom, you're not fixing the problem. And so the symptom will always be there. The symptom will always be there, and the problem will fester and fester and fester, making it hard for you to actually deal with it completely. And so you do not want to be dealing with the symptom. Like most of the time, many of us, when we get flu, like when our body start feeling offish, we start sneezing and all this stuff. For me, I have learned to understand this. Most of the time, whenever I get flu, it is an indication that my body is tired. It is an indication that there's something wrong with my system and I need to deal with my system, And most of the time, you find that when I then have flu, what I'll do is, as much as I will try to deal with the symptom, which is now the fever and what, but the other thing that I do is I try to deal with the problem. And the problem in most of the times for me, it's exhaustion. Like for me, one thing I've realized about flu, like my body feeling offish, it's when I've pushed myself so much and my body's just like, I can't take it. And so as much as I'm trying to treat the symptom in terms of getting the over-the-counter medication, but I'm also resting. That is why when we feel sick, when we are not okay, we take leave so that we can be off work and just rest so that we can allow our bodies to rejuvenate and then come back stronger. And so when you have financial problems, or when you are struggling financially to meet your monthly obligations, and then you go and you take debt, you are not solving the problem, because the problem is not you meeting your monthly obligations. I know that people can say that, I'm really struggling, like I have a problem with meeting my monthly obligations. That is not your problem. I like it when someone says, I have a problem with spending. I'm like, good shot. Now let's go deeper. Because for me, I'm like, okay, you understand the first layer of your problem. Now let's go deeper. Why do you have a problem with spending? Okay, you have a problem with spending because you are very impulsive. When you get to the shop and you want something, you just want to buy it, and you don't care whether you're using your money or you're using, another person's money, or you are using bank's money so long as you get it. Now we get deeper to understanding, okay, you understand that, okay, the first layer of your problem is your spending. What leads to this spending? What leads to this overspending? It is your impulsiveness. And then if you go deeper there, we can also see that, oh, okay, when you go deeper and you question yourself, you start realizing that, oh, I am struggling with being impulsive also because I have not clearly defined what is a need and what is a want in my life. Everything for me is a need, even when it's not. And so you find yourself committing to things that you shouldn't be committing yourself into. And thus, you find yourself spending. And that is why you find even people with lots of debts, like who maybe they've had a personal loan and a credit card, and then you find that they are struggling. The next thing, they go and borrow and take more money and trying to fix the problem. And when you do that, you dig yourself deeper, whereby you are owing more to these financial institutions, and paying it back becomes even difficult. Now I remember back when I was still in high school and my mother was really struggling, like really struggling to meet her monthly obligations. Like, there was just little money and too many days in the month, and so most of the time she would run to the banks for assistance. And I remember that she had so many debts that were eating away on this little income, that it frustrated her so much that every payday she would be so stressed, because these institutions will start taking like this, and she will start shouting. She will be angry, pushing my older sister to quickly go to the bank so that she can withdraw what is there right now before the other institutions, financial institutions, come and take their money as well. And so you see there is someone saying, I've got financial problems, and then using debt to fix their financial problems. You are digging yourself in a deeper hole that will be hard to get out of. And the next thing, you find yourself drowning in debt, and you're struggling to meet your monthly obligations of paying for those debts, mainly because you used debt in the wrong way. And that is why you find people having to go under debt administration or debt review, because these are people that have overcommitted themselves on things, because they consistently try to use debt to bail themselves out of their financial situations. And so this is not something that you want to do. If you choose to do this, do know that you'll be digging yourself in a hole that will be very hard to get out of. And also, as you do this, you make the problem to fester on and on, because you are not dealing with the problem, you're dealing with a symptom. You can't be saying, I'm struggling to meet my monthly obligations, and then you run to a mashonisa to get money, because the more you owe out there, that means more money that has to go out every time you get paid, meaning less money is now left for you to be able to live on, which makes it even difficult for you to continue meeting your monthly obligations. And then you continue again to go borrow mashonisa. So it's like this perpetual cycle that will be difficult for you to get out of. The point of this video is to say you cannot use debt to solve your money problems. That is a wrong way to go about it. But you need to fix your behavior. You need to fix the real problem that is underlying, so that you can work on your finances, so that you can fix your finances, ultimately win with your finances. And so that is what I wanted to share with you when it comes to, do not use debt to fix your money problems, because you're going to be fixing the wrong thing. Fix the deep problem, and then when you get money, it becomes easier to now tackle the symptom, knowing that the problem will not continue to fester on and on. With that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Please take care and stay safe. Bye.